Satan and the mythological streams of divine consciousness. Most called gods and goddesses are probably fallen angels, which is the same as Thari, fallen angel, jinn, Oadriacs, Davas, Asuras, elementals, fire beings, and other terms. Not hurting others for mere words or difference is the better way of that P9C Zop worm. Or maybe it's a centipede watching the first letter spread its germs. Whatever a being considers itself, it must act in context are its terms. Revelations and inspirations can be direct or as a hex for each of the various quorums. And okay, let's see if the devil's plan to kill the prophet has Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, I think is what that comes out to. Iblis and his metaphysical demons would have known that both exemplar and messenger prophets could be killed, because some had. The metaphysical demons led people to believe and experience them as physical beings rather than these spiritual fire beings. All this talk about material manifestation, I mean, you're experiencing things psychically and maybe even spiritually, but let's not, People back then were much more reserved about going to war. The idea that they could win was not enough. In this age, aside from birth, Islam is most spread when people try to find out if it is worth suppressing. I myself thought, okay, I'm going to find stuff like every other religion and I'm going to be able to talk against it left and right, and that didn't work out too well for me. 2015, most used Lenormand. Isn't Lenormand a variety of a European devil name? 50 to 8 cards. Life after death, some Luciferian thoughts. I don't know. I think it was a Michael Ford video. So I guess Michael Ford's enough. I'll comment on something from Michael Ford now. I believe that the experience of encountering the dead is almost always a reduction of activity by the temporal and parietal lobes, which may or may not open to one of awareness of the madness and appearance of devils. So you may want to look at my live ritual. Either I'm going to calm down or it's going to be like I'm seeing dead people. So I go over a technique that actually can cause that experience. Those considered as gods and goddesses is generally what I mean by metaphysical demons. The afterlife surely must mirror our actual beliefs and behavior in this life, whether or not they are the right ones. Each individual part matters, and I reject any mythology that is so black and white as to ignore that. If I recall right, Biblia actually teaches that the afterlife can be like hell, or Gehenna. I fully agree that a person needs to find their individualization. Psychedelics and ritual is enough, but there is more if that is what is experienced. Let me find another one.